Glad to have you with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And here comes Steve Angeli. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Miller with the ball. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Steve Angeli. That's caught. It's Clement.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Angeli from the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So Clemson's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get our first look at Christopher Vizina. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well give it to him again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give is to Miller. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Caught in the backfield. It's Weaver. Past the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing and jelly. They're all over him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Johnson. Just smothered on the play.
A little bit of shock and awe right now early in this game for the offense. I understand there's a lot of football to play, but this defense, David, they came in the underdog in this one. And man, they're playing really fast right now. They look like they're attacking the football. They're not staying back, being passive. They're trying to dictate everything to the offense early. And so far, the underdog is having tons of success.
And you got to love that, man. Go shoot your shot, right? Like, be aggressive. They've got to find a way to play great D on that side of the football. If they can continue this, who knows, man? They could pull the big upset, but it was all about the defense with the coaching staff, and so far, this D has come to play.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wesco. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down, gonna throw it. Holds on, it's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They go play action with Angeli. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Churns into the pile. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. The give. Breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down to the air. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Angeli rushes on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Miller with the ball. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And there he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Out wide right, it's Clement. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense gets set for second down. Straight ahead, it's Miller. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Caught on the RPO. On the stop.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Fires to the tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. He splits the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 10 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Clemson's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this team is going to take this opening kickoff for the second half and get some momentum, something they've been struggling with because of those early turnovers. He said if we can just hang on to the ball, we can continue to make some noise, but it all starts now. I'll keep you posted on how things are going here on the sidelines after this. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. From the gun, it's Johnson. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Play action on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Clemson! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quick give. It's Johnson. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
Angeli from the gun on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Orange will have to punt.
Fourth down.
On the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Syracuse, 9.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And Jelly on the play action. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here we go, ready, go. Off play action. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On his way back from the 20. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The run inside. It's Johnson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, he's got wheels. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's good enough.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pulled to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead's extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Makes the grab. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Steve Angeli. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Angeli to throw for it on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Hits inside, it's Miller. Makes a man miss. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take it.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He's got enough. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Running inside, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Throwing Angelic. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Turns up, it's Miller. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right?
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Angeli. He wants a big play here late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
Man, that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Johnson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got a
touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. After this, it'll be a wrap. Angeli throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.